Hey Queen, what's up girl? I am back with another juicy episode for the Cash In on Confidence podcast. You're going to love this one, and I think that this is a topic that so many of you don't even know that you need to hear. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stand out in your network marketing business. And this is a huge, massive deal that I think gets overlooked or just not really taken seriously in the industry. But because of the nature of network marketing, in the fact that you are surrounded by other people who are doing the exact same thing that you are doing, or that are selling the exact same thing that you are selling, it is so important that you know how to stand out from the crowd, because that is going to be the thing that helps people gravitate towards you versus going and buying the same exact thing that you are selling from someone else. So that's what we're going to be digging into today. If you love today's episode, then you are for sure going to want to be in the Confidence Collective, which is the podcast membership that I am launching. That is only $17 a month or $27 a month if you want to get in on the VIP option, which will allow you to have a monthly Q&A call live with me where you can come ask me anything and I will coach you on the spot. Then you're going to for sure want in on this, because I am talking all about branding this month in the collective. So I'm going to be really digging deep into how you are going to be able to brand yourself in your business, how you're going to be able to narrow down your niche and know who exactly you are speaking to, so that your content, your messaging is super clear and that you no longer struggle with what to post, because you're going to know exactly who you're talking to and what they need to hear from you. I'm digging all the way deep into that this month during the Confidence Collective podcast. Here's the thing. Once you join the Confidence Collective, you're only going to get the episodes from the point that you join on. You're not going to get any of the past episodes. So if you don't join now, you're going to miss out on some of the most pivotal and important episodes to help you just set that foundation for your business as far as branding goes, which I think is the key piece to your business, which a lot of people don't really dig into. And I think it prevents a lot of people from seeing the success that they really want to see. And it really prevents a lot of people from being able to take their business to the next level. So get into the Confidence Collective right now. Go to theconfidencecollectivepodcast.com to get signed up. You guys, it's only $17 a month. Like, come on. I am basically handing over high level coaching to you on a silver platter. It's on a podcast, so you're not having to rearrange your schedule to show up for these. You simply pop in your headphones, listen to the episodes while you're on the go. There's one episode a week that comes out on Saturdays. It is going to be a game changer, and I don't want you to miss out on this, because if you love this podcast, you are going to super duper love the Confidence Collective. So the Confidence Collective podcast.com. I'm going to put it in the show notes and you can go join. But here we go. We're diving in today to how you can stand out from the crowd in your network marketing business. Fix that crown, queen. Take a seat on that throne, because we're going in. Let's do it. Hey Queen, welcome to the Cash In on Confidence podcast, the show for social sellers who want to make a big impact and income. We are on a mission to transform the network marketing space by challenging societal standards and industry norms. I'm Tiffany Wynn. After spending years running circles in my business, I finally ditched the grind for grace and built a multiple six-figure social selling empire. Around here, we mix faith with action to build businesses that pursue our purpose, use our gifts for glory, and align with our soul goals. If you're ready to grow against the grain and go from overwhelmed to overflowing, uncertain to unstoppable, striving to thriving, and turn that next level confidence into cash, then take a seat on that throne and fix your crown, queen, because we're about to pray, slay, and get paid. All right, queen. So I think when it comes to standing out in this industry, we also have to talk about the opposite, which is fitting in. And I think that more than anything is the actual problem here. It's not necessarily what you need to do to stand out. It's what you need to stop doing to stop trying to fit in, because that's the real issue here. Because like I was saying before, when you are in network marketing, you end up surrounded, and we all know what I mean by this. On your social media, on your Facebook, you end up becoming friends with lots of other people who are on your team or in your company. On Instagram, you usually start following the top leaders in your company. You start to follow the other people on your team. And so you are literally surrounded by other people who are selling the same thing that you're selling, that have the same things that you have to offer. If we're going to take it a step even further, a lot of the time you are in these chats with these people, right? And so you're communicating with them all day. And it can be very easy to start to water down the things that make you special because you want to fit in. And I think what ends up happening is one of two things. One, either you start to either subconsciously or consciously, maybe you're doing it with intention, or maybe it's something that happens unintentionally for you, but you start to pick up these habits, these mannerisms, these things that the other people that you're surrounded by are doing. I know for me, some of the things that I picked up when I was first starting in this industry and I was surrounded by other people were subconscious, things that I didn't even realize I was doing that weren't really genuine and authentic to who I was, but it's because I was surrounded by these other people that were doing those kinds of things that I kind of just naturally picked them up. And some of them were intentional. Sometimes I would look at what other leaders were doing and I was like, man, if that's how she's doing things, that's what I need to be doing too if I want to be as successful as she is. And so I would intentionally do things like I would see other people doing them. I would try to post the way that they were posting. I would try to pose or take pictures the way that they were taking them. I would try to dress like them. I would try to make my hair look like other people who I saw were successful and that I thought I needed to look like if I wanted to be successful. So sometimes it's subconscious and sometimes it's conscious and sometimes it's both. But that is one of the things that I think happens that holds you back from really standing out in being who you really and truly are, because you want so badly to just fit in with all the people who you are surrounded by so often. The other thing that I think happens sometimes is that because you want to fit in with these people, you end up watering yourself down. You end up becoming this generic version of yourself. You know, like when you think about going to the grocery store, you have like the name brand version of products, but then you also have like the generic store brand version of that product. Well, I think when it comes to standing out in network marketing, a lot of us are making ourselves the generic store brand version of who we really are, because if we show up as our name brand self, then what happens if someone thinks we're too much? We might be too expensive, or we might be too this or too that for other people who we're surrounded by. So we make ourselves small so we can fit in and not ruffle any feathers. Well, girlfriend, let me tell you, if you want to stand out in this business, you've got to start showing up as your name brand self. You've got to stop showing up like the most generic store brand version of you. You are not Dr. Thunder, girl. You are Dr. Pepper, okay? And you need to start showing up like Dr. Pepper. Stop watering yourself down so that you can be more pleasing to more palates. Because the thing is, you're not going to taste amazing to everyone. And that is okay. Because when you start to show up fully as yourself, you're going to attract the right people to you. That is the missing link for so many people in this industry. You're trying so hard to fit in, and you're trying so hard to just be generic so that everyone will like you. You're being the generic version of who you are because you think that's going to make more people like you. But all you're doing, lowering your own value because people are going to overlook you, or you're attracting the wrong kind of people to you. The people who are going to see you as Dr. Thunder and not as Dr. Pepper, who you really and truly are in your real and true worth. So if you want to start being taken seriously in this business and you want to start standing out amongst the crowd, you've got to figure out what it is that makes you special, that makes you unique, and stop watering those things down and start letting those things show up boldly for the world to see, and not being scared of those things, not being ashamed of those things, letting those things shine. If you are the girl who is hilarious and all the people in your life know you as being funny, but on social media, you're not showing that side of yourself, you are not letting yourself stand out. What is different about you than everyone else in your company? How can you make a name for yourself? Are you the girl who is bright and vibrant, but right now you're showing up dull because you're afraid that you're going to be too bright and too shiny for people? Are you the girl who is a little bit edgy, but right now you're not showing that side of yourself because you're afraid that not everybody's going to understand it or not everybody's going to get it? What is going to make you stand out is the thing that makes you different, not you fitting in. Because when you fit in, you look just like everyone else. You sound just like everyone else. You're going to slide under the radar because nobody's going to be paying attention, because it's going to be what they see all the time. I think about companies that use the copy and paste posts. Do you think that is making you stand out? Do you think people are really paying attention to you when they see the same post on their timeline for 4 different people who are in the same company? Probably not. And I can already hear what some of you are saying right now, what some of you are thinking, but I don't really know what makes me special, or I don't really have anything that makes me special. Girl, can we not? Because there is absolutely something that makes you special. There is absolutely something unique about you, and it doesn't have to be something like world-changing unique. Like, it just has to be something that is special to you in a way that you can share that boldly, and it's going to make you stand apart. It's going to set you apart from everyone else. It's going to help people identify you in a unique way that is different than all the other people in your company, all the other people on your team. Okay, so I'm going to make this real easy for you. Here's your homework. What you're going to do is you're going to journal out 2 things. 1, you're going to ask yourself, what makes me me? I don't want you to overthink this. I want you to just let it flow. And you're just going to write I am statements. You're just going to say, I am blank. I am blank, right? So for me, I might say, I am full of faith. I am confident. I am silly. I am a mom. I am a wife. I am ambitious. I am, and you're just going to write down as many things as you can think of that are you. And I want you to do this from a soul-filled place. Not what you think you're supposed to be, but who you are at your core. These are things that describe your life. These are things that describe your character. These are things that describe your values. Who are you? And then I want you to do the opposite. What am I not? Okay. And you are going to list out, I am not this. I am not that. And you're going to make the list of all the things that you are not. And then you're going to look at both lists and find the pieces that stand out as what is going to make you unique and different amongst the majority. Okay, this doesn't have to be something that is huge. It doesn't have to be something that you're the only person in the world that does this thing or has this thing. It's just something that is unique to the majority, right? So, or is very important to you that you're going to do differently than what everyone else does it, right? So it doesn't even have to be a unique characteristic, but is it something that you do differently than what most people do? Because that can make you stand out too. Are you going to post differently than the way that most people post? Are you going to have a different standpoint on things than most people? So like for me, what makes me stand out as a coach in network marketing is that I don't have the same viewpoints about network marketing that most people do. I'm not going to tell you that you have to hustle your face off in order to be successful in this industry. I'm not going to tell you that you have to do things the same way that everyone else is doing them in order to be successful. I'm not going to tell you that you need to copy and paste or that action is the only thing that you need to focus on in order to be successful. My viewpoint on this topic is unique. The fact that I bring my faith into my business is unique to the majority. Those are things that make me stand out amongst other network marketing coaches. Those are things that make me stand out in my network marketing business. So those are things that I show up really boldly about. I'm not doing it as Dr. Thunder and being all generic and trying to just fit in and scrape by because I don't want to ruffle feathers. I am really bold about it. And I show up in a really confident way sharing about those things because I know that is what's going to make me stand out. And that is what is going to make the right people find me. Because if I am building this business in alignment with what I value and what is true to my soul, then I'm building a business where I want quality over quantity. So that is important to me. So if I want to build a business that aligns with that, then I have to be unafraid of showing up boldly and standing out, even if it means that I am separated from the crowd. And if you want to be seen, then you have to get separated from the crowd. If you want people to find you, if you think about being in a crowd, it is really difficult to find people in a crowd. Imagine trying to find what you are looking for if you are surrounded by a bunch of other people. But when you step outside from the crowd, people can see you so much better. They can see you so much clearer. So it is time for you to step outside of the crowd and be unafraid of being and showing up boldly and standing out and setting yourself apart, using the things that make you unique or doing things in a unique way. All right. Queen, I hope that this episode was helpful for you. I am so excited to see you go out there and start to stand out amongst the crowd, being unafraid and unashamed to let your uniqueness shine and let that start attracting the right people to you. If this episode rocked your world, then this was just a taste of what I'm going to be bringing to the Confidence Collective this month as we dive into branding. So if you want to get in on this exclusive podcast membership, you're going to go to theconfidencecollectivepodcast.com to get in. I love you so much, Queen, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Girlfriend, did you love that episode or did you love that episode? Let me know. Take a screenshot, put it in your Instagram stories, and tag me at @TiffanyWen. The more that we can share the love of this podcast, the more women that we are going to help. And the more women that we help, the more women we're going to see walking around being audacious about their ambition and glowing unapologetically. Would that not be the kind of world that you want to live in? I know I do. So make sure you're subscribed to this show and make sure you leave me a review. Come hang out with me on Instagram in between episodes, and I will chat with you again real soon. Love you.